quite a peculiar film. And when I say peculiar, peculiar for Tim Burton. This film, despite it being a Tim Burton film, was quite normal. Like, it wasn't the usual Tim Burton you expect with Nightmare Before Christmas, Sweeney Todd, and all of those kind of films where there's a lot more wonderment and very bizarre proportions and just a higher dose of surrealism, whereas this film was a lot more believable, a lot more real. It was grounded partially in two different time eras, and that gave it this bizarre realism to it that you don't typically get with a Burton film. This film is a kid's film, so the story isn't the most clear. It's not the cleanest of a plot. However, the plot was still engaging at times. It was a little confusing to understand the backstories behind the different people and what their motivations are after a bit. Because of that, the lackeys to the villain, Samuel L. Jackson, that's no secret there, were not as poignant in the film. They weren't as formidable as they could have been because they looked formidable, but then how they got dealt with in such an expedient fashion made them very, who cares? They're not really a threat. And so that was a shortcoming of the film. Overall, it's an intriguing plot, but for a kid's film. And with that being said, I am evaluating it on a kid's level rather than an adult level. And this film is a bit odd because it straddles the two worlds of kids and adults film. It's kind of a pre-teen sort of romance story. Yes, there is a romance to it, and that was completely unexpected. The way this film was marketed, it seemed as though it was competing with Harry Potter and Lion Witch and the Wardrobe, films like those. However, it had a bit more of an adult feel than those films normally do. Overall, this film was fun. It wasn't fantastic, but it was a decent film. I could see this being a good film to take the family to. That being said, I will give it a. It was all right. It wasn't amazing and must see. It was engaging for the time being. All right, have a good weekend.